Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new then hi, my name is Caitlin, welcome, and today I'm going to be doing a chopping block video. So I did a video like this quite a while ago, and when I did that a lot of people were actually confused as to what a chopping block was, what it meant. So basically these are products that I'm thinking, like seriously thinking about decluttering for one reason or another. I do a whole massive declutter series during Vlogmas, so stick around for that. But we're nearing halfway through the year now, which is terrifying to think of first of all, but we're kind of nearing halfway through the year, and these are some things that I'm kind of like, I could let these go in 6 months. I could live without them for one reason or another. I don't like them, they don't work well, all those kind of things. Or maybe they're just not my preference anymore. Either or, either or. But just before we do jump into this video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I've had a massive kind of growth boost in the past few months. So a lot of new people are on my channel. Hello. I feel like I haven't had a minute to kind of say hello to you new viewers. Hello, welcome. I'm so glad that you've joined our little family. And yeah, it's a little overwhelming the amount of growth we've had in the past few months, but I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I'll stop rambling because this is not what you're here for. You're here to see the makeup duds, and I'm here to share them with you today. So a lot of these things may just be personal preference. If these are your favorite makeup products in the whole entire world, I love that for you. They're just not mine. So the first one, it is no surprise. This is my collection, Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish Complexion Boosting Primer and Illuminator. Oh my god, that is a long name. I'm just not into glowy makeup, and I think I've discovered that. If I want a bit of a glow, I'll add some extra highlight, or I'll kind of add a glowy blush or something like that. I don't want glow from my base products, and that's something that I've kind of discovered about my makeup preference, especially now that the kind of trend is to be like glowy and dewy and all that kind of stuff. I'm a dancer. I dance almost every day. I leave the dance studio looking sweaty anyway. I don't want to look sweaty in my everyday life as well, and this just, I don't like it. It's just personal preference. I really don't like it. I bought this because it was being like hyped up to be a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury, and I already knew that I wouldn't like the Charlotte Tilbury. That's why I didn't spend 50 quid on it. But when this was released for like £5, I was like, I don't know, a part of me was still a little bit curious. So I picked this up for £5. It was a dupe. So I don't know, I just wanted to try it. I knew I wouldn't like it, and I don't. It's kind of annoying. It is kind of annoying because I knew I wouldn't like it, but I gave in to the hype. I just don't think it does much, first of all, and then when it does do something, it's not my preference. It's really, really not. I do have like acne scarring, I do have large pores, so like really dewy products don't sit well on my skin. It's just not something that it's just not my preference, and yeah, that's why it is on the chopping block. Next is an old product. This is like OG, like back 2016 era. These are the AOA concealers. Now these are £1 and they are incredible for the price. I'm just gonna say that first off the bat. These are amazing if you are looking for a very, very, very cheap concealer. My makeup taste has changed over the past few years, and especially with my skin getting a lot better. If you saw my like acne journey video, you will see that my skin at the start of this year was struggling. I had extreme acne. I had a skin picking addiction. I still pick my skin a little bit every now and then, but definitely not as bad as it was. These concealers are full coverage. I mean, maybe not that dramatic. They are full coverage though, but they're thick. They are very thick. So I recently just finished one. This is the shade Porcelain. As you can see, it is completely finished. I like it, I'll use it, like I finished one, but they are very, very thick. If you wanted to use this as like a spot concealer, I definitely recommend it for that. Under the eyes, maybe not so much, just because of how thick it is. It is a nice product though. I'm in two minds about it. I do enjoy using it on my face. Under my eyes, maybe not so much. It's just one of those things. It's 50-50 right now. All right, next is a love-hate product. I'm really confused about this. This is my By Terry powder. So first of all, can we talk about the packaging? This retails for £40 to £50, I think. All of the kind of print has come off, and the packaging is the cheapest packaging. It's just cheap plastic. It's not great packaging, first of all, but the product inside, this performs as a different product every day. I think this has a mind of its own. It's really strange. When I first started using this, I absolutely adored it. I didn't have filler in my smile lines at the time, so I would put this on my smile lines throughout the day. They would not move, they would not budge. I used to bake with this and it was fine. And then overnight, it hasn't expired or anything like that, but overnight it just got really bad flashback. It got really pigmented, but like white pigment. I have to be so careful when I put this on my face because I just get white marks under my eyes, and it's really strange. I have noticed that if I use a little bit too much of this under my eyes, my lower lash line eyeshadow just will not show up. It does not sit on top of it. But it's just so strange. If you use the tiniest amount of this, it does work really, really well. But it's just really finicky, and I'm not sure. Like, for the price, I used to say when it set my smile lines, by the way, it stopped doing that overnight. I didn't do anything differently. It just one day didn't set my smile lines anymore, and I hadn't had it for that long. It was really strange. When I first got this and it was setting my smile lines and it was absolutely gorgeous, it lasted all day, it was beautiful, I would have kind of said, maybe it is worth the price if this is what you're looking for. But right now, no. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's really weird. Speaking of weird ones, this is my She Glam Snow Globe highlight. So this is what it looks like. It's like the earth colours, but it's like a glitter. You're not going to be able... Oh, maybe you are. Maybe you are a little bit going to be able to see that. It kind of reminds me of Fenty Diamond Bomb. I haven't owned that, but I have swatched it in store. It reminds me of that, but I don't know if I like it. I don't know. This is the thing. I've tried this quite a lot of times. I've tried this on my eyes. I've tried this as a highlighter. I can't make up my mind about this. I genuinely don't know if I like it, and I've never had a product like that. I either like it or I don't. I don't know. And I know that's such like useless information for you guys, but like I don't know if I like it, and I can't make up my mind on it. It is so strange. Yeah, I've never had a product like this. I think like if I was doing a ruthless declutter, like I could get rid of this. Like it would not pain my heart to have to let it go, but that's not my style. You guys know that's not my style. I like having different things. I like having different variety of things. This is definitely different. It is very different to everything I have in my collection, but I'm so confused by it. Yeah, some days I'm like, declutter it, and then other days I'm like, no, I want to try it. I want to see. I really want to make up an opinion on this, because I'm just very confused. All right, next, I'm counting these three products as kind of one product. These are my P. Louise bases. I did have a comment recently. I haven't researched it myself, but apparently P. Louise is in fact Leaping Bunny approved now, so research that at your own will. I haven't researched it, like I said. It's just a comment, so it could be wrong, but that's what I've heard. So that's good. Anyway, that's a big thumbs up from me. These go very neglected in my collection. I am not a cream product gal. I'm really not. I would pick a powder product over a cream product any day of the week. Literally any day of the week. So starting my eyeshadow look with a cream base is pretty much a no-go. I think I've done it once and it was fine. Like, I wouldn't do it again, you know? When it comes to eyeshadow, I am very set in my ways. I do use these as kind of cut crease bases, but I only use the green and the blue. The yellow one just isn't very pigmented. It's just kind of the same as using a concealer. It's not great. These do have a purpose in my collection, but again, it is only for cut creases. And I could very realistically just use my normal kind of lid setting base for that. Yeah, I'm really not sure. These, again, they are 50-50. I could get rid of them, but do I want to? That's the thing. That's the thing that I'm thinking right now. I think the yellow one I could live without very easily, but the other two, I don't know, maybe we'll have to split up this collection and keep the green and the blue and then get rid of the yellow. It's just, yeah, I'm just not a cream gal. All right, so now we're on to the exciting part. This is eyeshadows. So first I'm going to talk about this. This was such a disappointment. Like I was very disappointed. This is my Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Mint For You. So I'd ordered a few Super Shock shadows before and I was so excited. I love them. They're so sparkly, so beautiful. And then I saw this on sale and this is such a me color. I love blue. I love teal. I love these kind of shades. And I was expecting, like it is here, okay? Just like a really beautiful, shimmery, sparkly teal shade. But then you swatch it and it's just not good. Like, what is that? That's not a Super Shock shadow. That's a Makeup Revolution half-arsed shimmer shade. It's just not good. This is probably going to be decluttered at the end of the year. I've reached for it once. It was not a good experience. Like, I could grab my Juvia's Zulu palette, and there is a shade very similar to this in my Juvia's Place Zulu palette. I'm just going to reach for that one. Like, this is not good. It's not what I was expecting at all. I would not recommend this shade to anyone. It's really disappointing, actually. I was really upset at that. Next, if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know this. You'll know my struggle with this. This is my Colourpop Baroque palette. So I don't love this colour story. Well, I do. There's a thing. Oh, I do like the colour story. This is very much a fantasy self palette in the sense that, like, I like this colour story. I want to use these shades, but I never do. And that's sad because I once had this in a No Pan Left Behind project and it was a chore. It was hard to reach for this, even every shade one time. It was a tough one, but I do like the shades. I like looking at them, maybe not wearing them. And another reason for keeping this is they are the only greys in my collection. I don't have any other grey tones. So if I did get rid of this and like a part of me wanted to do a grey tone look one day, I will have nothing because this is the only thing serving that purpose. And for that reason, I do keep it around, you know, just in case. I want to have all my bases covered. I want to have at least one grey colour story in my collection, just in case. But if I got rid of this, I just wouldn't have that. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because I do like it, but I just don't use it. Next was an impulse purchase, and I knew that this was a bad purchase probably 10 minutes after buying it. This is the Revolution Night and Day palette. This is what it looks like inside. It is going to darken me, I think, a little bit, but this is what it looks like. It's a dupe for a Pat McGrath palette. I like it. Like, looking at it, it's beautiful. It's definitely my color story. You guys know I love blues. I love cool tones. It's kind of reminiscent of what I'm wearing today. I bought this when I was panning the e.l.f. Truffles palette, which had a black, it had a mid-tone brown, it had a taupe, and it also had like a taupey shimmer. So half of this palette was pretty much useless because I was actively panning the e.l.f. Truffles palette. Then that left like these 4 shades, which I really do enjoy, but I just don't reach for. I don't reach for them. I have not used this palette on my eyes once, and it is a travesty. It really is. Like, I need to use this. I'm gonna try one day to like make myself use this and make a point of using this because I have not used it once. I've had it for months and months and months, since before the start of the year, and yeah, it's just sad. Like, I just don't reach for it. Okay, 2 more things to talk about. First is the W7 Mardi Gras palette. I spoke about this in my eyeshadow palette video, and I was saying like, oh, I do enjoy it. It's nice quality, but I just don't reach for it. Since rolling Royalty into my pan those eyeshadows, I have played around with it and I don't like the quality of this. The mattes are fine, the shimmers just are very lackluster. I can really see myself getting rid of this, and like, how good would this be for like my eyeshadow inventory to get rid of this? Because I think this is 40 shades, which is too much. Like, stop. We don't need that many shades, but yeah, I like these 2 rows. These 2 rows are really, really beautiful. Like, if it was just these 2 rows, I would love this palette. I don't reach for pinks or purples, so half of this palette is redundant. And then neutrals in the middle. I have neutrals by the hundreds. Like, we're fine. I bought this because obviously it is a dupe of the Love Tahiti palette, and Make Me Up Missa, who is pretty much my god, made a video on this and really, really loved it, and I bought it because of her. I don't regret it. I've definitely made some really beautiful looks from this, but like, I think it is time to let it go soon. And then finally, this is a little bit of a weird one maybe, but this is my collection Khol pencil in black. I love black waterliners. I only have one at a time, obviously, because they do the job. I finished a number 7 one, I think late last year, and then I went out and just bought a cheap one because I am on a makeup no buy. This transfers throughout the day. At the end of the day, I do get like black smudges kind of on my inner waterline all around this area. It's not the best, but a part of me is like, I've used so much of this, I may as well just finish it. Like, I don't know, I may as well just finish it. Or like use it as like an eye base, but we've kind of had that discussion in this video. I don't use eye bases. I do want to finish it because I've worked very hard on it. I've probably used half of this. Do I just finish it? Or do I go out and buy like a nice, maybe like the Urban Decay one or something like that? I am thinking like when this is done, I am gonna invest in like a really nice black liner because I love wearing them. I don't know, what do I do with this? Let me know. Okay, so that is the end of this video. This was actually a lot longer than I thought it would take, but I love yabbering. I love yabbering about makeup. Let me know if there is anything on your chopping block, and let me know why or why not. You know, let me know, because I'm nosy. You all know I'm nosy. Do you have any of these products that I mentioned today? What are your thoughts on them? Let me know down below. Let's have a discussion. I hope you have an absolutely incredible day. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!